Hey guys, so during this video we mentioned 4 different animals that we're going to hunt this year. So all you have to do to get entered into our giveaway is comment down below those 4 animals and you'll be entered. So we're going to do this giveaway for 2 weeks. So March 8th, 2025 is when we'll announce the winner. Thanks.
What's up guys, Corbin and Macy here with Endless Pursuit Outdoors. Today we're going to be talking a little bit about some of the hunts we're going on this year, as well as our 2025 archery setups. We will also be talking a little bit about our giveaway we have going on. So I'm going to let Macy take it away.
So this year I'm going to be shooting this Matthews image. It's the same bow I had last year. So it's 29 inches axle to axle with 50-pound mods on there. And then I have the Ultra Rest HDX QAD arrow rest. And then I have a 6-inch stabilizer. What else? Oh, I got the Trophy Ridge 4-pin sight, and then engaged limb legs, and pink accessories. And then for my arrow, I'm shooting this Victory Rip Extreme Velocity arrows.
Yep.
Hopefully we can build some because these are not very aesthetically pleasing.
Yeah, that's definitely something on our list, is to start building arrows for ourselves and maybe take on a few arrow clients. So how do you like the bow? I know, we've talked about it.
I like this bow a lot. I know I'm gonna have to switch it up eventually because of the hunts that we have planned. And I think I'm maxed out at the poundage on it.
Yeah, we can change. Well, actually, no, on this one we can't change the mods.
Yeah.
This one was.
So I'm gonna have to change eventually, and that kind of makes me nervous because I really do like this bow a lot.
So for those of you who don't know, Macy only started hunting a year ago, right?
Yeah.
About a year ago, because it was
2023.
2023. Was it 23?
Yeah.
Okay, so 23. Macy went on her first 2 hunts ever. Her first hunt, we sat in the stand for all of 15 minutes and there was a deer down. That was a rifle hunt. Then we obviously started dating not long after that. This was my gift to her this past year, was this image.
I had a bow, but it wasn't anything.
Yeah, she was shooting a Diamond Infinite Edge, I believe, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And shoot, we had that thing cranked up to like 63 pounds, I think, and she was pulling it great. It was
I also switched.
It was a left-handed bow,
yeah.
And she was supposed to be shooting right-handed, so
right.
It was a definite necessity. Her shooting improved drastically. Unfortunately, this year we were just very limited on opportunities to hunt and getting her in front of some deer. So this year, definitely hoping we can get her in front of an antelope as well as some whitetail.
Yeah.
But she's very, very new to archery as a whole, and in my opinion, loves it and does great with it. So I'm excited to see, not only as my wife, but as my hunting partner, how far you're able to go with archery hunting, because she's great at it. So Matthews is definitely the brand we want to stick with. So I'm hoping she likes the next one as much as this one. So we'll talk about my archery setup for 2025. I went from a 29-inch phase 4 with 70-pound mods up to a Lift X with 75-pound mods. I wanted to go 80, and I think I talked myself out of it because of some of the hunts we have. I wanted a bow that was definitely a little faster than my phase 4, as well as was, how do I put this? I wanted one that was faster than the phase 4, but also had all the new technology, which is where we landed with the Lift X. I wanted something that wasn't gonna rip my shoulder out of socket in some of these saddle hunts that I have been wanting to do, and hunting out of a saddle, it's a little more difficult to draw a bow, as well as sitting in a blind versus standing in a tree stand. So definitely wanted something kind of in between. 70 pounds is not difficult, but definitely wanted to pick up the speed. So we accomplished that. We're going to be running the dialed, I believe it's the V3, or I'm not sure exactly the model number, but we're running the new dialed proof. It's got a triple stack single pin, as well as the dual dials. So it's got 2 sets of tapes, so one on the outside, one on the inside. So if you wanted to run 2 different sets of arrows, say you're shooting tack events, and then wanting to hunt as well, or say you're hunting something like pronghorn versus whitetail, or pronghorn and elk, or whitetail and elk, or something along those lines, you've got 2 different sight tapes there to go off of. And all those pins are actually adjustable. This is a great sight. I love it so far. The instructions were a little hard to understand at first, but weren't too many online forums about this sight. The rest we went with this year is actually the MX2 from QAD with the Matthews Integrate. I've always shot QAD and huge fan of theirs, so we're gonna, if it's not broke, don't fix it, right? Other than that, we're just going back with a integrated stabilizer from Matthews, and then the limb legs as well. Other than that, there's not much to this bow. I love shooting it. It's got a really solid back wall. The draw cycle is actually a little bit easier than what my Phase 4 was. And it is completely dead in the hand. I don't think I've ever shot a Matthews bow that's this dead in the hand. I'll show you guys that here in a minute, but I will be running, I've shot these arrows for I think 3 years now. These are the Victory VAP SS arrows. They're the ones that have the carbon stainless steel. And they're a little on the heavy side, but I have 0 complaints with them, other than these outserts actually coming out sometimes. And that only, I mean, that one target we've got, they come out nearly every shot in that one. Other than that though, love these arrows, love Victory Archery products as a whole. So real quick, I'm going to show you guys how dead in the hand this bow is, even with the limb legs. So, I mean, this thing does not want to lean at all. It is so steady in your hand, so dead. And from the time I picked it up, I've been amazed by it. So we're gonna stick with it. I love the limb shift technology, and hopefully we can talk Macy into getting one here soon. But other than that, we'll talk about a couple hunts we've got planned this year. I know this year we're gonna be pretty action packed.
Corbin will be.
Yeah, I shouldn't say we. I should say I will be.
Yeah.
Well, there's only 2 you're not going to do, and one's by choice, and the other is by the fact that we'll have Stetson here.
Which one's by choice?
So turkey, if you want.
Oh yeah, I'm not doing that. I'm about to have a baby. I don't want to. I'm not trying to do that right now, because that's in a couple weeks.
Yeah, that's the beginning of April out here. So.
Oh yeah, no.
We'll. So we're going to start off the year here in the next month. I've got some friends out here, the Bellanders, who are actually my plumbers on this job. They're going to be gracious enough to take me turkey hunting. From what they tell me, it's pretty easy. The only turkeys that we've ever hunted are Georgia turkeys, and they're not easy to hunt.
I heard it's fun too.
Yeah, so I'm going to be
I feel like I'm going to get FOMO once you go.
Probably.
And then I'm going to want to go.
Yeah, but we may have to, we'll figure something out. We'll definitely figure something out. But
yeah.
I'm going to be doing the turkey hunt here in the next month. Our summer is pretty booked up with truck shows. So between work and running back and forth to truck shows, there's really not much we can do hunting wise in the first place.
But then right after the Colorado truck show.
Yep, right after our Wild West showdown out here in Colorado, we will be doing some pronghorn hunting. I think we already talked a little bit about this. We're going to start off with Macy set up in a ground blind on a watering hole, and hopefully we can get it done pretty quickly at the watering hole. And then if she can make it happen, I'm going to be hopefully doing a spot and stalk. Last year that was not very successful, so we'll see how it goes this year. So we're going to try and make that happen. My coworker is actually wanting to go archery hunt pronghorn with us, so I'm interested to see how this goes. From there, I'm actually headed to the mountains of Colorado to do an elk hunt. That one I'm super excited for. That's been on my bucket list for a while now. And then after that, it's looking like we are headed back home to Georgia. We will have one property from last year that we are still able to hunt, the one that I've been hunting for, I think, the last 11 years now, 11, 12 years, the golf course property. We've got some studs on that property. I know a couple of them made it through the winter. The one I'm after, I'm not sure if he's still there or not. Had an unfortunate incident where my sight got bent on our way flying home for Thanksgiving, and I actually had an encounter with him and made a horrible shot. Actually hit the outside of his ribs and lost the deer. So got a video of him about 5 days later. We're hoping he's still around. First week of November was what it's looking like, or potentially the second week of November, we'll be headed up to Missouri. We've got some absolute monsters up there, some giants. So
We'll see.
What do you mean we'll see? We do. We have some giants on camera over
Me
there.
and Missouri have beef. So.
Yes. What she means is Corbin and Macy have beef from Missouri.
I'm saying I have beef with Missouri in general.
Why?
Just for not, like,
Experiencing what we wanted
meeting
to.
the expectations that I had the
Right.
first time around.
Right. So talk about that. I want to hear about that.
I just feel, we didn't really see anything. Well, we saw one good deer in our entire time there.
No, that's not true.
No, that is
On
true.
our way
on the
on the drive in, we saw the first drive in. We saw that massive deer right before we got to that spot that the tornado hit. Which you were sleeping.
I was about to say,
I
you
saw
saw a deer, maybe.
He was standing on the side. That was a big deer.
That's what I'm saying. So me and Missouri have beef. Y'all have a good relationship, I guess, but you're gonna have to convince me.
I mean,
to like her.
130 inch 8-pointer is. I could do that in Georgia, but
Yeah.
it's definitely, it was a new experience. I was looking at this at 2024 to be more of a scouting year. 3 of the 4 properties we hunted this year, we are going to be leasing going forward. And I know my thought is we were there at the wrong time of year. The rut is when we saw, or when we had pictures of all the big deer. We had pictures of deer between 120 inches all the way up to what I believe is 160 inch 10-pointer. So we've got a large variety there of potential deer to hunt. So I'm excited to go back. I think once we get some pictures from Missouri for 2025, you'll be more excited.
Yeah.
So we'll see. It was definitely an adventure, but we've got lots of hunts planned. Now for our most recent happening. So we are doing a giveaway. We want to give back to the people that support us. So what we're going to do is we're going to be giving away a $100 gift card. We just hit, let's see if we got our last one. We did not. So we're at 149 subscribers today, being February 23rd. We will be giving away a $100 Cabelas and Bass Pro gift card. Cabelas or Bass Pro gift card. It's one gift card to one lucky subscriber. When we hit 500 subscribers, we're going to give away a $500 gift card. That destination is yet to be decided. It may be Cabelas and Bass Pro, or it may be Shields, or I don't know. It could be Lancaster Archery. So we're going to come up with another gift card giveaway, which we will do at 500 subscribers. And then going forward, once we hit 1,000 subscribers, we'll be looking at doing some other giveaways rather than just a gift card, something that's a little more personal, something like that. So Yeah.
this is something we want to continue to do.
Yes, it very much is. Hunting is one of my biggest passions. And since Macy and I met, it's been one thing that we can always do together and enjoy for the most part, other than when I'm shooting her deer. So, but it's definitely something that we want to raise our son up doing and teach him right and wrong, as well as hunting, mostly archery hunting. So definitely want you guys to be a part of our journey. Watch him grow, watch us grow, watch our channel grow and be a part of that. So this is the only way we really know how to do that. We're hoping to launch some merch probably end of 2025 is kind of what I'm thinking.
We'll see.
Maybe. I'm gonna leave that up to the chief. So that's my goal, at least, is by the end of 2025 to be starting some merch for Endless Pursuit Outdoors. But anyways, we appreciate you guys and look forward to 2025 and all the hunts we've got coming up, and hope you guys are a part of the adventure.
Yep. Yep, that's it.
You're such a dork.